Hey guys, a matter of film here. You know, sometimes you plan on doing your video essays that you upload every Friday, but the thing about those is that they take time, a lot of time. And while we love to do them, sometimes life does get in the way. This is still a hobby for us, and we're not able to treat it as a full-time job just yet. But instead of not releasing anything, we decided to just give you our honest thoughts on the latest Marvel movie, Avengers Infinity War. Even if we're probably the last channel on YouTube to cover this. Now, don't worry, this doesn't mean we're gonna stop uploading essays every Friday. We're still gonna do that. And who knows, if you like this review, we may just start uploading more than once a week just to give you our quick thoughts on whatever movie is out. Anyway, big ass spoiler warning here. Please watch the movie first, or if you simply do not care about spoilers, then let's talk about those Avengers. So Infinity War is the movie Marvel fans have been waiting for the past 6 to 10 years, either since the first Iron Man movie or since the Avengers in 2012, depending on who you ask. After years of build-up, we finally get to experience all of the Avengers coming together, except for Ant Man and Hawkeye, but who the fuck cares? And this time they have to fight the big blue, Bluish Thanos. Now this guy wants to collect 6 magical items called Infinity Stones to wipe out exactly half of the beings in the universe. The stones basically allow you to control different aspects of the universe such as time and reality. If you collect all of them, you are basically God. Coming into this movie, I think everyone who's not a Marvel fanboy had the same concerns about the film. Are there simply too many characters? Are there gonna be too many locations? Will Thanos CGI look like shit? Etc. But like many, we were pleasantly surprised to see that they managed all of these things very well. Infinity War is a blast, and I have to say I loved like 95% of the movie. All of the characters and their interactions are pretty fantastic, and the dialogue between them is great. There's a lot of great banter in the movie, especially between Iron Man and Doctor Strange on one hand, and I thought everything having to do with the Guardians and Thor was awesome. Like most Marvel films, this is actually a very funny movie, although it does get pretty dark at times, especially towards the end. But the humor was pretty well scattered in there, it never really felt out of place. Let's talk about Thanos for a second here. Josh Brolin is incredible in the film. The CGI is pretty spot on, and the best thing about him is that he's actually a very well written bad guy. I struggle to call him a bad guy simply because he is so convinced that what he's doing is the right thing. And hey, mass genocide isn't one of the things I necessarily identify with, but he knows that in the long run, more people will be saved this way, because if he doesn't do it, every planet with intelligent beings will just run out of resources eventually. So essentially, his philosophy is to kill billions in order to save trillions. And hey, I mean, it's pretty large scale, but I'm just saying, if you could kill one person to save 1,000, would you do it? Please comment below to let us know, but essentially this is what makes him a pretty excellent antagonist, especially compared to some of Marvel's previous villains like Mickey Rourke and the elf from Thor 2. We like to talk about what the Marvel movies lack, and for us it's always been stakes. Pretty much every Marvel film before this felt like it needed danger. I needed to feel like people could actually die. And except for a few times during Civil War, I just never really felt the gravity of the situation. Infinity War, in a strange, kind of fucked up way, feels a lot more like a long Game of Thrones episode than a Marvel movie. And that's a compliment. What this movie did, the way it ended, felt like this was exactly what Marvel needed to do to keep it fresh. One of the things I enjoyed quite a bit and haven't heard anyone talk about yet is this long take where the aliens arrive on Earth and we follow Tony to see the ship for the first time. I thought it was pretty great. As for flaws, this definitely isn't a perfect movie. The Wakanda battle between the Avengers and these reptile things felt meh. It's like they said, well, we need a huge battle in there because it's an Avengers movie, but I never really felt the epicness they went for there. And besides that, sure, there are a lot of characters, many locations, and there are so many things going on at the same time, so at times the movie does feel kinda disconnected, but at the same time, how the fuck else would you do a movie like this? And for that, I don't think this is really a flaw, but rather an accomplishment that the film isn't a complete shitty mess. This is a big studio movie made by a studio that isn't known for taking a lot of chances. But they took a big risk with this one. This is a movie where our heroes are desperate. They fail miserably, and in the end, it's just very apparent that this is really Thanos' movie. The last shot is literally him enjoying the sun rise while he just murdered half of the universe. After the end credits, it doesn't say the Avengers will return like it usually does. It says Thanos will return, and that's just ballsy, man. Respect to Thanos and Marvel. Even if the heroes probably aren't dead for good, I mean, come on, Spider-Man Homecoming, Doctor Strange, and Black Panther were all financially and critically very well received movies. They're not just gonna kill them off like that. What they're probably gonna do is kill the remaining Avengers, which are pretty much the original Avengers, in the next film somehow, while bringing back the others. So it's gonna be kind of a passing of the torch, but that doesn't diminish the impact of this film one bit, because these guys will still be dead for at least a full year before the next one comes out. Overall, this is a blast of a movie. We do not consider ourselves huge Marvel fans at a matter of film, but it's a pleasant surprise to have a fun, yet deep and emotional superhero action movie. I truly believe this movie will be talked about many times in the years to come. I think it's a fantastic movie that everyone should watch, except maybe 9-year-olds that love their superheroes. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, what are your thoughts on Infinity War? What do you think about us releasing these reviews every once in a while? Please comment below to let us know, guys. Your opinion is very important to us. Thank you as always so much for watching. Just letting you know the next video will be another essay for you guys, but we're gonna have to release it on Wednesday the 16th because we're a little tight on schedule. Like I said, sometimes life just kicks you in the balls and you just have to walk it off. But enough of that. Hope you enjoyed this different video. We will see you guys.